What's up, people of YouTube? I'm Karsatowski and welcome back to the Karsatowski Bowling YouTube channel. And today's bowling breakdown is the 1995 Splitfire Sparkplug Open. So let's go and get on to the title match. Here's the title match of the 1995 Splitfire Sparkplug Open between Danny Wiseman and Steve Jarus, a couple of PBA Hall of Famers. And this is Danny Wiseman before he started wearing those flame jerseys. And look at that red ball. That really does stand out. I guess from this vantage point, it kind of looks like an IQ Tour Ruby, I would say. But obviously nothing quite like that existed back then. Danny Wiseman always held his ball below his waist. Kind of unusual. But he has a pretty solid game. Danny Wiseman has a career total of 12 PBA Tour titles, including one major, which was the 2004 USBC Masters. And here's Steve Jarus, the owner of 7 PBA Tour titles, including one major, the 2005 PBA Tournament of Champions. And both bowlers leave a 10-pin. They both cover the 10-pin also. It's a pretty good start. Yeah, 90s was the decade of really big hair. Or I should say, one of the decades with really big hair. There you go. That ball kicks out the 10-pin. Look at that arena setting right there. You don't see PBA events in events like this anymore. Alright, Danny Wiseman pretty much threading the needle over there, going real straight. That ball finishes perfect, and we are all even through 2 frames.
The whole championship round among all 5 players have been 80% strikes out of the 69 shots leading in this championship game, Chris. Tremendous action.
Wonder what kind of ball that is that Danny Wiseman's using.
A weak strike ball down there right now. So Danny Wiseman with a real good wrist action. I like the way he opens his hand, closes it, and the wrist up right on behind the ball.
There you go, perfect. Kicks out that 10-pin for sure.
Now here is Jarus again. The last one, the Choice Hotels Classic in 1993, and 2 years earlier, he won the same event in Edmond.
It's a great ball by Steve Jarus. So both bowlers remain even through 3 frames.
Bowling for $59,000 plus incentives, Nelson.
Does that towel say quantum? Yeah, that ball line has been around for a long time. Seems like. Alright, perfect. 10 in the pit. Both these players are making really great shots, and they're matching each other frame by frame, which is what you want to see for a title match.
As we're in Erie, Pennsylvania, where you know an unfrozen Lake Erie plays host to Mother Nature, and today's championship trophy.
Is this going to go to a few commercials?
A summertime treat in Erie.
Yep, there's the trophy. They always put the trophy in front of some kind of lake or some landscape view. Alright, we're back. Danny Wiseman up on the right lane. Another perfect shot. Yeah, these players are just matching each other in this match. Dead even through 4 frames.
dead underneath the ball, and the key for Wiseman obviously is keep his wrists stable.
234 average this week and 277 average for this step ladder final for Danny Wiseman. Dadgum. Perfect shot. The highest average for 4-game total is like in the 280s by Bob Learn Jr., I think in this same year or the year after at the Flagship Open. And, but Danny Wiseman has only bowled in, I think he bowled in 2 matches previous to this. Oh, Steve Jarus goes real light. Ball doesn't pick up and leaves double wood. Yeah, so Danny Wiseman bowled in 2 matches previous to this, so he doesn't have a chance to compete with the 4-game record, but he can still put up a good number for 3 games. And Steve Jarus just needs to move his feet a little bit and get a strike ball. Perfect. Great cover. Although when your ball is getting like that, I mean, it's pretty difficult to compete with a guy like Danny Wiseman whose ball is finishing dead flush every time. And his only errant shot was the 10-pin in the first frame. Okay, his ball's finishing real nice on the left lane. He needs to do just that on the right lane on this next shot. Another good shot. That goes a little long, but it knocks them all down. All right, so Danny Wiseman's up by 22. Let's see if he can make it up to 32 in frame 7. Again, with the wrist guards. The wrist guards were real big in the 90s, especially with all the new equipment to help the players hook the ball a little bit more. And it seems to pay off for a lot of the players in the 2000s because they didn't need them by that time. And another great shot by Wiseman. He's got 6 in a row for 6-pack. Yeah, look at that ball finished nicely. That's pretty much what every one of his shots have done except for the first and the 6 frames. Okay, yeah, that's what Jarus was looking for in the previous time in that lane. If it wasn't for that double wood, this match would be all even right now. But Jarus is going to need to strike in the 8th frame and to hope that Wiseman doesn't strike in the 8th and 9th frames for Jarus to get back in this. Oh man. Yeah, did you see that ball wiggle a little bit down lane? It just didn't want to go. Leaves a flat 10. And that right there might be the undoing of Steve Jarus. Again, not making bad shots, it's just that his ball looks like it's not reacting properly. See, it just doesn't drive enough into the pocket. Yeah, I think he knows it's over by now. I mean, we're not even into the 8th frame yet for Wiseman, and he feels like it's about over. There have only been 5 times that Danny Wiseman has not struck in 2.5 games. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well, Jarus is not out of it yet. Yeah, I mean, So we know that Walter Ray is the only bowler to this day to ever pick up the split, so this will be an open frame by Wiseman, but he at least needs to go for count.
Down to just 5 pins right here.
Okay, there you go. Get your 2 pins and then get back on the strike train. And it doesn't look like he knows what happened.
That's a possible 247.
Okay, so Wiseman is up 5, so he needs to get
Wiseman just gets the ball
strike in
right through the
the 9th frame on this left lane, and he needs to figure something out for that right lane on this next ball.
become a game with just 2 frames left.
Gotta have this one, feels like. Okay, he's lost his reaction, which is not good.
There, pal.
What happened here? It just goes and it decides that it just doesn't want to hook. Probably got it out to the right a little bit too much.
2-8 leaves the 2 pin, but back-to-back
That was actually kind of fortunate just to leave single pin.
he has opened the door for Steve Jarus.
Okay, well, Jarus is still alive. He thought he was out of it until Wiseman had that big 4 and then left the 2 pin.
Very good point, Chris. Surprisingly, he had those 2 opens, and he's put Jarus in a position, our tournament leader, that with 3 strikes and 6 pins, he will win the championship.
There you go. Oh my goodness. His ball goes light again. So his ball is laboring down lane, and Wiseman is just hooking a lot.
Jarus, who is in the oil,
He gets it down to that spot, and it almost looks like it hangs because that ball does not turn over and hook.
the oil carries towards the back end. You don't get the break you want, and now both players are frustrated by light hits in the 9th frame.
Very choppable spare, by the way. Yeah, whoa, I spoke way too soon there, buddy. That is a very, very choppable spare. If you do not hit that 2 pin just right, that's exactly what can happen.
Weeks, and this is, I believe, 4 weeks in a row we've seen a championship
Wow.
decided by a missed spare. Here, Jarus in a key 9th frame.
Now Jarus trails by 18. Really, even if he gets all 10 here, Wiseman really just needs a spare. Okay. Can opener strike for Jarus. Now he needs to get his ball to finish a little bit better on this next shot, and then he'll have 3 chances total to strike, which would definitely give something Wiseman to think about.
Is up for grabs. Jarus needs this strike to force a mark out of Wiseman.
He needs this one right here. That one went high flush. Man, yeah, that could have left something behind, but it did not.
Title at stake, second
Okay, maybe make a small adjustment after that, because that was a good shot, but it looked like it could have left something. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Man, what an interesting second half of the game.
Danny Wiseman, who has been shaky in the 8th and 9th after a near perfect
All right, Wiseman needs to
a mark, a strike
get at least a mark.
to win his 5th career championship for $39,000 from Splitfire.
Get it. Oh, not so fast. Not so fast.
Right now, the all-time scoring record for 5 players.
Yep, he needs to pick this up to win. He's been really good on spare conversions, obviously except for the big 4, but there's kind of nothing you can do about that. But just make the 10 pin and you will win another title. There you go.
Now just 4 pins. 4 pins.
Man, look at that crowd.
Behind the foul line. In this setting, Chris, you can
I wonder how many people's in there.
foul line down the side
Whew.
of the lane, so he has to be very disciplined. Stay on the approach
Yep, all you got to do is stay behind the foul line and strike. Perfect shot. There you go. And look at that crowd over there. I thought I saw a mascot over there walking around, but I guess not. And he can't believe he won that one. Yeah, that was a really momentum swinger in the second half of that game. It looked like that Wiseman was going to run away with this after Jarus had the double wood. And then Wiseman had that open frame, and then it just got back and forth over the whole time. Well, yeah, both PBA Hall of Famers going at it. That's what you want to see in a lot of these title matches. Well, anyway, so if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. And also, if you want to see any more of these bowling breakdowns, then be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any videos. I'm Karsatowski. Keep watching my content, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!